Welcome back. Well, when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
That is true. And we have Mark Wagner with us today to explain how he's been self-employed for the majority of the past 20 years. Mark, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you. The reason why I'm here is I just want to try to share with people what we do, and a lot of people know what we do, but the time they figure out what we do, it's already too late. I have an estate planning practice called ND Estate Services, and what we do is we educate families on how they can, number one, avoid probate at death, so there isn't that family feuding, there's no contestation, it's not locked up in the court system, people aren't contesting mom and dad's wishes, then the only people that really benefit are all the attorneys. Instead of giving the kids really what they want, what they're entitled to, but yet they have to go through this lengthy and very costly proceeding. And
just remind people too, when you use your words that are in your industry, probate is what exactly?
Probate is a process after you die if you own numbered accounts or deedable property in North Dakota that by law, by state statute, that everything that you have, if you have a will set up for your estate, will automatically go through the probate process. And for a lot of people, it's very costly, it can be very expensive, it can be very lengthy. And what typically happens is the kids are frustrated. Next thing you know, they start getting their own attorneys. And next thing you know, no one's together on Christmas or Thanksgiving again. And mom is like, that's not what she wanted. She wanted a peaceful, private settlement. And a lot of people know what they need to do, but because it is regarding end-of-life situations, a lot of people don't know where to turn because they don't like talking about that stuff. And it's because here in North Dakota, we're so private. People are so private, they don't even tell their kids what's going on, but at the same time, if they die with a will, everything that they have is 100% public record.
So how do you suggest you start that conversation? Because you're right, sometimes it is tough. It's an important conversation to have, but...
Right, you just, in a loving, caring way, you just need to ask mom, hey, mom and dad, what's going on here? Oftentimes the kids will want them to do something, but you just got to nurture them, encourage them. Hey, we want to know. We don't want to have to end up in court. We don't want to have, you might have step kids nowadays. Over 50% of the marriages are also mixed. And there's also adopted kids. There's this and there's that. And next thing you know, you're like Princess Estate, and there's over 120 people saying, you know what, I have a right to mom and dad's millions.
I was just going to say that. It's been in headlines recently with some very famous people who didn't have this in order before they passed.
How we bring value to people is relatively unique, I feel, in the industry. Typically, when you want to get a revocable trust or a trust set up for an estate, it typically runs anywhere between $5,000 to $7,000 with like a generic attorney. And what he's going to do is he's going to send you out a bullet point of instructions on how to get it funded, and you're going to look at that instruction sheet, you're going to look at your spouse, you're going to scratch your head. Next thing you know, you're grabbing your phone for another $300 an hour. Then every time you see him after that, it's another $600,000, $700,000, $1,000 a year. However, when people use us, we can typically save people anywhere between 30 to even up to 50% on the setup fees. And how we do that is very simple. Only about 20% of what an attorney does, about 20% is the legal work. The other 80% is non-legal administration. However, the attorney will still bill you $300 an hour for that. We, me and my associates, we take care of all the non-legal, all the funding. Therefore, our clients save right out of the gate between 30 to 50% at no cost annual reviews, and we also help for settlement too.
Good stuff, man. What's your website if people want more information?
They can go to ndestateservices.com, or the best way, honestly, to call me is just on my cell, 701-318-0908. And also when people call us, they get a free estate organizer so they can get all those policies together that they're lost all throughout the house, all the titles, everything that they want to have the kids to have, but it's lost and they can't find what they need to find. So,
thank you, Mark.
Yes.
Very good.
Coming up on North Dakota Today, celebrities have been talking more about dealing with miscarriages. Next, we're talking to an expert here about how this could be helpful for women in the valley as well.